So now we're going to look at Jordan's story. How does Jordan approach a website versus a funnel? There's two different aspects as to how someone will visit your website and they will eventually, you know, be a customer or client on your business. And if you take into consideration somebody wants to actually do something on your website because they actually visited your website, let's say it's a weight loss blog, and they're listening or they're reading something and they're reading a blog on how to lose weight. Well, they obviously are going to be led to taking an action. And Jordan here has entered your website. Your website is essentially a store with a lot of products. The products are scattered all over the place, and in this case the products represent the information that you have on your website. However, there's no clear indication of who your website is for, and therefore your website doesn't really convert as much. So let's take a look at the actual mindset of Jordan to see why exactly he may or may not purchase from that website. So this is the mind of Jordan, and I'm just going to scroll out a little bit here so you could actually see. Jordan is a prospect, and this is Jordan's prospect's journey in a website. So essentially this is inside of Jordan's mind, and we're going to go into, before we actually go into why Jordan thinks the way he does, I want to actually zoom into this right here. How a customer thinks. So they want value fast. They're looking for a clear goal. Unless the information on a blog is, a how-to tutorial, they'll get lost in the information. They don't care about the information itself on the page as to what it could do for them, and they want the results now. There's no clear indication of how they can invest into the business, and the price plans drive the customers off sometimes because then they get into a decision-making mindset, whereas they're not sure if they should make a purchase on the higher plan or the lower plan. So the conversions are overall lower unless they're familiar with the solution. So sometimes it could be a software company where, in this case, we could talk about, like, let's say an AI company where it's video AI editing. And in that case, they might already be familiar because they watch other videos and they watch other tutorials on, what it actually looks like to, create AI videos, right? So they might be interested in a specific company, like let's say we could look at Runway. And Runway is an AI company that creates AI videos. And they might be looking at different options, different pricing options. However, they might get lost in that and not take action because they are not really inspired to take action based on, on what's on the website. However, if Runway had a funnel that was specific for a specific type of customer where they were to get a discount at the beginning and then they were to get an upsell, then they would have a higher chance of converting. But in this case, because we're talking about a website, the conversions are overall lower in 2025 unless they're familiar with it. So we're in the side of the mindset of Jordan here, and he enters the website from the front page, and he understands that, he's there for a reason, right? Why is he there? What is he going to do? He enters his logical mindset and he becomes more analytical and judgmental at this time. So he's looking for an answer. He doesn't know what to go for, and he starts to feel bad. Anxiety starts to set in, and he starts to take doubt. How do I contact this person? What do I invest in? So we're going to go back to Jordan here, and now he's in doubt. Obviously, he doesn't know what action to take. He doesn't know what move to make. He doesn't even know what goals to create at this time because he's just in analysis paralysis. He's not really sure which actions he should take, and therefore he's lost on your website. His time frame on your website is going to be anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes, and that's why he's not really sure about which action he should take, right? So he feels bad, and there's zero effort. So there's zero effort on his end. He's looking at the contact form, but contact form is becoming more and more outdated as the time goes by, because people don't really want to put in their information. They don't know where that information is going to, especially for service-based businesses. If you're talking about like a local business, or if you're talking about agencies. That's why I emphasize for agencies and coaching businesses to have funnels rather than websites, because a website isn't going to convert as high as a funnel would, especially if you are driving traffic from social media or ads. So the next part would be, he would be in the search phase where he's exploring other pages. He can't find a better way to convert. He doesn't know exactly which direction to go in, and with no goals, no product, no real way to convert on your website. I mean, there probably would be a way to convert if he went to the pricing page and then it led to a purchase now or invest now. However, there's no clear indication as to if he should take that action and why he should take that action. And with too many options, he gets so confused that there's no real goal to the website, because there's too many options in front of him, and he starts to lose interest, right? So he gets into a losing interest phase where the visitor begins to lose interest in the business and starts to consider to leave the site. So now Jordan is considering to leave the website, which is the store in this case, and he's thinking about it because he doesn't know what options to take. This could look like, again, I'm going to use the analogy of a AI video website, Runway, where you might go on the website, or a Midjourney, where you might go on those websites and there's so many different options. You're reading through a bunch of things, you're watching a bunch of YouTube reviews, but you don't know which action to take, so you decide to do it later, or you put it off and then you forget. So that's one way to actually lose your visitors, lose your customers. And I know those companies do convert quite a lot just because of word of mouth now. But let's say you're just starting off and you have a website, and even though you're driving traffic, like let's say you're driving traffic via ads, or you have a social media page that's driving traffic, especially if you have a social media page driving traffic, because if you drive traffic to a website and they don't know where to go next, that's going to be lost leads, right? So your visitor, or Jordan in this case, leaves the website, and unfortunately you lose the sale. So now poor Jordan doesn't know where to go. You see so many items here, there's so much stuff on the website, so many items that he doesn't know which direction to go in, and eventually he ends up leaving the store. So he leaves your website, and unfortunately he does not purchase anything. Okay, so you don't want this to happen to your business, and you don't want this to happen to your visitors. So I'm going to show you a solution, and the reason why I think that funnels are better, and unless of course you're doing SEO and the SEO is pointing to a blog or an article that leads to a funnel. If it doesn't lead to a funnel, you really need to be good with having word of mouth, or you have to have a really big budget for your business, because it's going to be very hard to convert people at the very beginning if they are lost on your website. So now I'm going to show you exactly what Jordan's journey would be on a funnel flow chart. So this journey is your prospect and what he's supposed to go on. The customer journey will be different with the funnel flow. So we're going to create a reason that they should enter their email. You're going to offer a free course or ebook. So a tripwire, this is what is called a tripwire. A tripwire is essentially a reason that they should opt into your page or opt into your funnel. And then you're going to create an ecosystem of free value. So you're going to give your customer free value once they opt in their email. They're in your funnel, which means they're in your automation system, and your automation system should be delivering free value, perhaps 5 or 10 pieces of free value before you make an offer. And you should make an offer with a low to mid ticket offer first before offering a higher ticket offer. Or if you want to go all in, you can give them free value and then have them go to a VSL, which is a video sales letter in the form of another course or training or webinar or workshop, where they are then prompted to either fill out a form or fill out an application where they will jump on a call and then make a high ticket close with you. So you want to focus on closing large deals over Zoom calls. Offering larger ticket deals later on in the back end will make the customers feel more connected to you and more invested with you because they were able to convert from the beginning. So the main goal is getting your customer to take action from the very start by giving them something that makes them that brings them a step closer to their goal. In the first example, I showed you that when Jordan enters the website, he had no idea what to do next, even though he saw, the pricing, he saw the options, he saw the information. Unfortunately, he was so lost that he had no idea what to do next. So in this example here for the funnel flow chart, you're going to be driving traffic to a free offer where they are opting in their email list, and the ebook or free funnel in free VIP calls will generate trust. Okay. This has a 97% higher conversion rate than the 48% conversion rate on just a plain website with scattered value all over the place. So you actually want to give them something in exchange for their email first. You need a piece of their information first in order to actually give them information. So there's a couple email processors that you could use. You could use GetResponse. You could use ConvertKit. I use Zunnels.com because that has a email automation system built into it. And once you get them into your email automation system, then you can offer value, free value, plus, so free value, and plus you will upsell them on a low or mid ticket offer. Okay, so you will offer something low or mid ticket in order to actually build some kind of authority, because you don't want to just give them free value without having them to buy something first, right? You want them to actually get comfortable with buying with you, so you want to offer something low to mid ticket. And once they get some value from you, then you want to not sell them on something big, but you want to give them a free training or a free webinar training. So I'll put training right here because it needs to be value. So a free webinar training, and then that would lead to booking a call in the form of a VSL. So a VSL is a video sales letter. Once you get on a call with them, then you do a sales call with them. So this is something that a lot of people struggle with, because a sales call is obviously a scary thing, right? For a good amount of people, they do not want to show their face. I understand. It's not for everybody to be on camera. And some people have a lot of insecurities. That's okay if you have insecurities. However, I mean, when you're dealing with money here and you already have a red hot lead, so this would actually be a red hot lead. So I'm going to actually turn this into a red hot lead, right? This is a red hot lead right here because they already filled out the form. They watched the entire webinar. And the reason why I emphasize jumping on a call with them and showing your face is because they're so red hot at this point. The likelihood of them investing 3K, 5K, 10K with you is very high at this point, because they've already consumed a lot of your free content. They are already purchased with you. So Jordan, let's say Jordan already, watched your free webinar, and then he already filled out the form, and now he's red hot. He's ready to go. So he invests in your high ticket offer, whatever it is, 3K, 5K, 10K. And then from your high ticket offer, now you're getting him into your higher end coaching and your higher end course, which will eventually lead to a VIP mastermind community, which is going to be a high ticket one-on-one offer. And this is going to be a 5-figure to 6-figure offer, anywhere from 50K to 100K per deal. And I know it might sound kind of, out there for most people, because most people can't fathom that somebody would invest that much. However, there's people that are spending that much or more every single day. There's transactions that are 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures. Every day there's people that are pulling out their wallets to spend that much money or more. And of course, you don't hear about those transactions because they're only made by affluent people, which is why I also recommend making sure that your audience does have buying power, because you want to go for audiences that have buying power in order to actually, convert people, right? But let's just say they don't convert, right? Let's just say they don't, convert. So in that case, they don't convert on the sales call. You can always pitch them a mid-ticket course, just to show them that you don't you don't want to dismiss them or anything like that. Or what you can do is you can give them a pricing plan, but I highly prefer that you try to close them on a mid-ticket deal. Because a pricing plan, sometimes people don't follow through with that, unfortunately. So, it's better off you get them on a mid-ticket course, so you actually get them to pay for something for value, and then get them on the weekly coaching calls again, and then pitch them another version of the VSL, so another paid training, separate from the original one, where they will get value, and then give them another application to go into a sales call with you, right? And you're just going to keep that circle going with value in the middle. So you actually want to have some value in the middle. So value, I'm going to put value here. Right? So you're going to give them value in your email list. You're going to continue to give them, value in the form of, you're going to be talking about different things. You're going to be talking about different aspects, tactics, strategies, whatever in your business that helps them move them forward towards their goal, so they feel like they're getting something from you. And this way you're nurturing and comforting the prospects, so they actually buy with you later on. So that's basically Jordan's journey in a nutshell. That's how Jordan's journey looks in a funnel, because you want to get them directly going towards something and directly buying something in order to actually convert them. If you don't do that, then it's going to be very hard for you to actually convert people if they just land on your website and they don't know what goals to take next. So with that said, I hope you got some value from this video. Make sure to leave a like and also to subscribe. And let me know what your opinions are. I would love to hear from you. But that's essentially how the funnel versus a website works on a basis. I feel like a funnel is going to convert much higher moving into 2030, just because people are so they have like such short attention spans that they don't want to spend much time on a website anymore compared to many years ago, back in the dot-com boom, when a lot of the older generation spend so much time on websites. People are very quick now. They spend maximum 3 to 5 minutes on a website. If they don't find their information, they bounce off. That's why I emphasize on creating the funnel flow first, so they buy or they put in something first to get something in return, so you can continue the conversation. Even if they bounce off your page, you're still continuing that conversation, and you're still building that relationship where they could eventually buy something from you. And that's the psychology as to why a funnel actually converts a lot higher than a web page with a dozen or thousands of things on that web page. So with that said, I hope you got a lot of value from this again, and thanks for watching. Have a good day. Take care.